Alright folks, here we are again. Welcome to another episode of Kurt's Corner. And today we're going to talk about the fact that just about all of Donald Trump's, or I should call him number 45's administration, is in shambles. As you already know, General Flynn resigned last night under some controversy where he spoke with Russian diplomats on the day that sanctions were imposed by President Obama. And then according to Sean Spicer this morning, number 45's administration is unhappy with the fact that he lied to the vice president about his speaking to this diplomat. Personally, I don't believe that he did it on his own, but nobody really cares what I think. I just voice my opinion anyway. Then we get to Paul Ryan, who gets on the news this morning and say, well, Flynn retired. That's the end of it. All is fine. No investigation, no nothing. I'd like to remind those who forgot that even with no facts or no evidence that the Republicans investigated Hillary Clinton no less than 6 times on Benghazi. No less than 6 times. And everything's fine with Flynn. Just thought we'd like to let you know. Then we get to Chaffetz, who says the exact same thing, you know. No investigation needed. Now, we come back to Kellyanne Conway, who this morning, for the first time that I've seen on the Matt Lauer show this morning, couldn't come up with a good lie. She just couldn't. He totally embarrassed her, just told her everything she said didn't make sense. And then to top that off, the Office of Government Ethics is investigating Kellyanne Conway now for her little free commercial on Ivanka Trump's merchandise. I'd also like to know, I don't know who this guy is, and I have to do a little bit more research, but Sebastian Gorka, or Gorko, is seen in this picture here doing an interview on Fox News with number 45. But my question is, why is number 45 doing an interview next to a guy who is wearing a Nazi collaborator medal? Anybody can explain that to me, I'd appreciate it. But let's get to the last part that just has me burning up today. And that is, for 18 months, or however many months, that Donald Trump campaigned using stolen WikiLeaks documents. Every day. It was WikiLeaks, WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks said this, WikiLeaks said that, WikiLeaks said this, WikiLeaks said that. This morning, his tweet said nothing about Flynn resigning. What it said was, the real story is where all these leaks are coming from in the White House. Now, just think about that for a minute. This guy got elected president because of stolen information, and now he's upset. He's upset that somebody's leaking information on his administration. If that is not ironic, I do not know what is. And it's comical. It's sad, but it's comical. I got into a discussion today with a young lady who is trying to blame this all on Obama and Hillary and Bill Clinton. And I just don't get it. My comment is that, okay, if you thought Trump was going to bring change, I understand you voting for him. But sticking by this guy now just reminds me of old-fashioned cult behavior. A friend once told me, you know, when a person is ready, you cannot say anything wrong. And when a person is not ready to hear what you're saying, you cannot say anything right. And that's how I feel when I get into these discussions with some Trump supporters. There's not many that come out and talk to me now who can say why they're for Trump. What has Trump done for anybody ever? I know at this point in time, the only thing that he's actually done is deported a bunch of illegal immigrants. That's it. There are no more jobs. There's not going to be any more jobs. Automation is taking the jobs. Regardless of whether he gets rid of the EPA or not, coal miners aren't going to go back to work. Automation is what's happening. On another note, the Russians launched a ground cruise missile today, which is against what they're supposed to be doing. In other words, the sanctions on them say that they cannot do this. Well, they did it this morning. And again, no word from Trump. Everything this guy does points to the fact that he's in bed with Russia. Every single thing he does points to the fact that he's in bed with Russia. And he's running the United States. Or I should say, Steve Bannon is running the United States. So that's just basically a synopsis of what's happened today. And it's not even noon Pacific Standard Time. But let's get back to Flynn. Not 3 or 4 days ago, 45, was asked a question while standing next to his wife on Air Force One. 3 days ago, he said, "I hadn't heard that. Where did you get that report?" Right? On January 26th, which was 15 days before he was on Air Force One, he was notified of what was going on with Flynn. But yet he got on the news and said, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Where did you get your information?" You know, not only did Flynn lie, but the president lies, and he continues to lie. Every time he opens his mouth, I think of a Obi-Wan Kenobi going, "These are not the drones you're looking for. Let us pass." And I don't believe for a minute that we should be giving number 45 a free pass. This whole administration needs to be investigated, and that investigation needs to get underway immediately. So as my friend Keith Olbermann would say, we must resist, and we must insist that this number 45 and his administration be dismissed. So for today, that's it. I'm sure some more stupid shit's gonna happen later tonight, but I'm running out of time. So everybody have a great day, and I hope to see you all soon.